me and sending me messages, hey, what am I doing wrong?
Really?
Because I'm losing market share. Right? These guys that have been there forever are doing the same thing over and over, making the same pizza that they've made for 30, 40 years, and their customers are getting younger and younger and younger, and they have Instagram, they have Yelp, they have social media. If you don't do those things, you're going to lose customers to a guy like myself who's all over social media. Not only that, they call me, how are you always on television? How are you always on News 12? Well, because I put myself out there through social media.
Do you reach out to those places to get on there?
I do not reach out. They reach out to me.
Seriously?
Yeah, man. It's really unbelievable. I'll get, I'm at the point where after I won Chopped.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. I get a message from a casting director about once a month.
Really?
Yeah.
To do what?
Different reality shows.
Nothing that you've wanted to do so far?
Right now, it's I'm not looking to really do any more competition shows.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do something more of consultant basis where I'm the expert now. At that point, I don't like to compete against other people.
Yeah.
Especially, I'm not a chef, right? So most of these shows are like Chow House and go to Italy and and go against Italian chefs. I'm not a chef.
Yeah, or like here's these 7 ingredients, make a pasta dish. Like, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I'm not a chef. I can make a pizza with ingredients you give me, but when it comes to other types of food, I'm not there yet.
That's good that you were aware of that.
Yeah, and even when I went on Chopped, I explained to the producers, I'm like, look, I am not a chef. So whatever you put in that basket, understand that I'm not a chef.
Yeah.
And they said, no problem. The other people aren't chefs either. This is a strictly pizza-based. We're not going to pound you with anything crazy. And thank God they didn't. And I was lucky enough to win. And shout out to the other competitors. They made it difficult for me.
What was the pizza that what was your winning pizza?
So with Chopped, there's no like winning pizza. It's more like every round they give you secret ingredients, and then you pretty much don't get chopped, right? You have to advance the next round. So basically, it's you versus 3, you versus 2, you versus 1, and the last man standing. So I was the last man standing. So throughout,
you made 3 pizzas.
I made 3 different pizzas. Well, two pizzas and 1 dessert.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The dessert was challenging.
Was it fun?
It was a lot of fun, man. It's a long day, but it was a lot of fun.
Where was it out of? Like, where'd you go?
It was in New York.
Oh, really?
They have the studio right in, I think, like 106 in Park.
So that's cool. So you didn't have to go too far.
I didn't have to go too far. It was a long day, though. It was call time was 5 a.m. And then if you do get chopped, you go home right away. But, they take away your cell phone.
Oh, they do?
So I told my wife and my parents, I'm like, listen, if you don't hear from me till like 8, 9 o'clock, it's a very good thing. If I call you at lunchtime, it's very, very bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So finally, I find out I won. I get out of there 9 p.m. after being there all day. And my wife's like, what happened? Where are you? Like, what? I'm like, well, I won. And she's like, oh, my God.
Did that change your business at all?
Oh, my God. Huge upgrade in business. I'm up like 60, 70%.
You think it's because of that?
100%.
Wow.
100%. Yeah. All local news picked it up. Look, Long Island loves pizza.
Yeah.
It's like, that's their thing. Especially just in New York in general. But Long Island, for some reason, they think they have the best pizza in the world. And then, like, when someone from Long Island goes on national television and proves that, which we don't look, Long Island doesn't have the best pizza in the world by any means, but when I go on there and prove that, people took notice.
Yeah.
And then, so the first week after the show, it was just, I was packed. There was lines out the door.
Wow.
I was selling out every day by like 6 p.m. I couldn't make enough dough to sustain, but I also didn't want to dumb down my product, so
right.
I made it very limited. And then after that, I retained like a lot of those customers.
That's phenomenal.
You have to, when you get those opportunities, you have to do the right thing and retain the customers. So when you retain those customers, now I'm almost a year later and my business is still up 60%.
That means you have a good product.
I have a good product
and good service, because you gotta get as much exposure as you want. But if your product sucks and your service is bad,
absolutely,
it's not gonna help you at all.
Yeah, and it's also people trying something new. Roman-style pizza, no one on Long Island knew what that was.
Right.
So now I'm really the pioneer teaching people what it is, and once they taste it, they're like, okay, this is great. I'm going to come back.
All from social media?
All social media, man.
What's your strategy?
Just put yourself out there.
Just post.
Right now, it's always changing, as you know.
Totally.
I watch your videos for a lot of help, actually. I'm always learning from you and my friend I actually went to high school with, Mark Schechter, who runs the @pizza page.
Oh, yeah.
Me and him went to
Square Pie Guys too, right?
Square Pie Guys. Yeah, me and him went to high school together. So I'm always looking at what he's doing, what you're doing, and now I'm seeing that the trend is basically short videos, educational, with you speaking.
Yes.
With the little microphone thing.
Yep.
And the captions at the bottom.
Yep.
That seems to be what's working for me right now.
Are you doing those?
I'm doing those, and then when something changes, then I'll change back.
What's your Instagram, by the way? Just
my
for everybody
Instagram's
to follow.
@RobCervoni @Taglio Pizza.
So you're taking the video, little microphone, describing like what you make.
Yeah, so I'm talking about, now I'm doing a big push on the products.
Yeah.
Right. So my last video was in the front of my pizzeria where I have all my flour stacked up.
Yeah.
Because I want my customer to see the flour I'm using, and I basically say, look, I'm not hiding anything. If your pizzeria doesn't have their products proudly on display, what are they really feeding you?
Right.
You know, this is what I use. It's here every day. It's all natural. You guys could Google it. This is what it is.
Smart.
You know what I mean? So I think people like transparency now.
It's different too, because I'm sure there's a lot of pizza places in your area that use all Trumps.
Oh yeah,
and not that all
spills, right?
You know,
look, it's not that it's bad.
It's just that
what
everybody else uses it too.
It's what they've been using for
Yeah.
40, 50 years.
Yeah.
And things are changing, right? The customer's more educated. So I think put yourself out there is the biggest thing, and then don't take for granted those opportunities in television, because those are huge. And you could also sign up for, casting. Like, they have casting calls where you could send an email, send a demo video of you talking about pizza. And if you got a call, you get a call. If you don't, you don't. But put yourself out there.
You're a pretty charismatic guy, though. Do you think that helps?
That absolutely helps.
Because there's a lot of non-charismatic people out there that get nervous.
You have to have the gift of gab. And usually people who work in a pizzeria should have that gift.
Totally.
Right? Because you're dealing with people on a personal level every day. You know, when you serve someone a slice at the counter, hey, buddy, how you doing?
Right.
John, I'm just making
Yeah.
Mr. John, how you been? How's the kids? How's everybody? Oh, good to see you, man. Thank you for coming. Here, take a bottle of Mike's Hot Honey on the house. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Go try. Just let people feel valued and make them feel like when they walk into your place, if you know their name, it's huge, man. It's such a that's a one. When I was growing up, the guy who owned the pizzeria, he's like, learn everyone's name. That's when they keep coming back.
Yeah, they feel like they're welcome. It's like it's their place.
Yeah.
When someone thinks it's their place, they'll be back again. I like that. It's a learned skill too.
Yeah. They tell their friends, hey, go see my friend Rob.
Yeah.
Tell him John sent you. Try this pizza. And they go in there. I'm like, what's your name? Mike? Mike, nice to meet you. Tell John I said hello.
Yeah.
Tell him thank you for sending you in. It's so important.
It is important, and it's like something that it's so easy to do.
So easy. I tell all my staff, just learn their names. And now they know everybody that comes in.
You become like the family-friendly place.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Rob, I know you got to go back over there.
Yeah, man.
I took you out of there. I kind of kidnapped you for half
it's
an
okay.
hour
This is
to
a
kind
nice
of
little break.
come
Nice
over here
little
and
break.
sit down and hang out with me for a little bit, so I
Yeah.
appreciate you doing that. Give out your Instagram or your website, or if like someone wants to learn about Roman style pizza and hire you, where
If
can
you
they
want to learn, ASRPizzaLab. I think it's .com or .org. I gotta look. I'm sorry.
go? Well, you know what? He'll send it to me, and we'll look it up in the show
to you.
notes.
Yeah, and then @RobCervoni, @Taglio Pizza. My DMs are always open. I'm always willing to help. Send me a message if you have little questions here and there about dough or whatever, or you need some help. Let me know, and I'm always happy.
Rob, thank you so much, my friend. I
man.
appreciate you coming on.
You're doing awesome things, dude. I love your podcast. It's one of the leading ones in the industry. It's
Thank
awesome.
you. I appreciate that.
You got it, man.
Good job, buddy. That was fun.
Charismatic, man. You got to be.